the way that this works, it has to be lined up with the piling, needs to be lined up with the cleat on your boat. When we were doing our original ones, one cleat always lined up. When we were doing small boats, you did one, and it didn't matter what happened. Once we started doing two, it was very, very necessary to have the lineup of the cleats on your boat. You never use the cleats on the curvature around the bow, well, almost never. We even have people doing that in certain areas, because you always have to make the contact. But the lineup is critical within a range. I mean, there's always a little bit of give that you can have. We don't want this thing way off, because this thing, to do its job, has to be strong, has to be substantial. It has a little bit of weight to it, and that's how it does its work. So we need it to line up. There's variations also of how you can make up. If you have existing pilings, we have ways that we can help you with about how to position that track to where it's going to give you some abilities to have a lot, do stuff without having pilings put in. Many people just want new pilings just because they want to gain the additional heights, because they're going to leave their boats there for the storm. A lot of the pilings that are out there are meant to be for small setups, so a lot of times people just put them in longer pilings and then at the same time line them up. The dock builders can do all that. It's something that's what they're doing. A lot of people building docks. Anytime people are building docks, we always tell them, just go ahead and look the system over first of all before you do it, because in the long run, it's going to save you pilings on the outside. You don't need outside tie pilings since you're just tying up tight on one side. The cost differences are sometimes a wash, even though some people think it's very expensive. Other ways of doing this, where instead of worrying about the pilings, people have installed additional cleats. There's never a time when you can't use an additional cleat. And with all the new pop-up cleats they have right now, everybody has one. There's a lot of them that are very easy to install. And it's becoming probably, as long as you have some piling height, it's becoming the way to do things and keep the costing down.